So, coming to you today on Saturday, December 21st, 2019. We got our daily devotion today. Our verse of the day comes from Isaiah 7:14, New King James. Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Immanuel. And I'm going to provide the links below for all the information for today, if you want to go and check that out yourself. All right, and then of course, we have our Psalm and Proverb. Psalm today is 138, New King James. The Lord's goodness to the faithful, a Psalm of David. I will praise you with my whole heart. Before the gods, I will sing praises to you. I will worship towards your holy temple and praise your name for your loving kindness and your truth. For you have magnified your word above all your name. In the day when I cried out, you answered me and made me bold with strength in my soul. All the kings of the earth shall praise you, O Lord, when they hear the words of your mouth. Yes, they shall sing of the ways of the Lord. For great is the glory of the Lord. Though the Lord is on high, yet he regards the lowly, but the proud he knows from afar. Though I walk in the midst of trouble, you will revive me. You will stretch out your hand against the wrath of my enemies. Your right hand will save me. The Lord will protect that which concerns me. Your mercy, O Lord, endures forever. Do not forsake the work of your hands. Then we go on to Proverbs 14. The ways of life and death. A wise woman builds her house, but the foolish pulls it down with her hands. He who walks in his uprightness fears the Lord, but he who is perverse in his ways despises him. In the mouth of a fool is a rod of pride, but the lips of the wise will preserve them. Where no oxen are, the trough is clean, but much increase comes by the strength of an ox. A faithful witness does not lie, but a false witness will utter lies. A scoffer seeks wisdom and does not find it, but knowledge is easy to him who understands. Go from the presence of a foolish man when you do not perceive in him the lips of knowledge. The wisdom of the prudent is to understand his way, but the folly of fools is deceit. Fools mock at sin, but among the upright there is favor. The heart knows its own bitterness, and a stranger does not share its joy. The house of the wicked will be overthrown, but the tent of the upright will flourish. There is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way of death. Even in laughter the heart may sorrow, and the end of mirth may be grief. The backslider in heart will be filled with his own ways, but a good man will be satisfied from above. The simple receives every word, but the prudent considers well his steps. A wise man fears and departs from evil, but a fool rages and is self-confident. A quick-tempered man acts foolishly, and a man of wicked intentions is hated. The simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. The evil will bow before the good, and the wicked at the gates of the righteous. The poor man is hated even by his neighbor, but the rich has many friends. He who despises his neighbor sins, and he who has mercy on the poor, happy is he. Do not go astray. Do they not go astray who devise evil? But mercy and truth belong to those who devise good. In all labor there is profit, but idle chatter leads only to poverty. The crown of the wise is their riches, but the foolishness of fools is folly. A true witness delivers souls, but a deceitful witness speaks lies. In the fear of the Lord there is strong confidence, and his children will have a place of refuge. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, to turn one away from the snares of death. In a multitude of people is a king's honor, but in the lack of people is the downfall of a prince. He who is slow to wrath has great understanding, but he who is impulsive exalts folly. A sound heart is life to the body, envious is rottenness to the bones. He who oppresses the poor reproaches his maker, but he who honors him has mercy on the needy. The wicked is banished in his wickedness. The righteous has a refuge in his death. Wisdom rests in the heart of him who has understanding, but what is in the heart of fools is made known. Righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a reproach to any people. The king's favor is towards a wise servant, but his wrath is against him who causes shame. And then from the daily encouragement, He has set eternity in the hearts of men. This is the glory of man who is made in the image of God. It is the great fact which makes every effort to doubt or deny God's existence ultimately futile. Browning's famous line from Bishop Blougram's apology puts it perfectly. Just when we are safest, there is a sunset touch, a fancy from a flower bell, someone's death, a chorus ending from Euripides, and that's enough for 50 hopes and fears. He has set eternity in the hearts of men. This fact is man's frustration. Made for eternity, he seeks satisfaction in the realm of time alone. He labors and lives under the sun. He is limited by earth's horizon and yet conscious of distances that go beyond his sight. He knows only the shallows of an earthly shore, but feels the pull of depths he cannot fathom. He senses he is chasing after the wind. Meaningless, meaningless is the essence of his final cry. He has eternity in the hearts of men. He has set eternity in the hearts of men. Into the secret of this eternity that the believer has entered. Born of the Spirit, he sees the kingdom which lies above the sun and enters into its eternal life. His eyes are fixed on the eternal. And the reading comes from Ecclesiastes 3:11. He has made everything beautiful in its time. Also, he has put eternity in their hearts, except that no one can find out the work that God does from beginning to end. And that's the end of the daily devotional for today. I was doing these all together, but I'm going to break them up now, just so that you can do them in little bite-sized pieces if you want to do that. But always feel free to leave a comment or even a prayer request. All right? You guys have a blessed day.